How do you think the election went?
I wonder if you know that I know.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about
Do you think Prince Harry's gonna lose his visa now that Trump's president?
I just want to know one thing.
Thank you, Oprah.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop lying.
Well, it looks like things are heating up. A lot of cockroaches are scuttling out as the lights have been turned on as to several very large payments that the Kamala Harris campaign made, not only to corrupt loser Al Sharpton, but corrupt loser Oprah Winfrey, who probably is buying up all that sweet, sweet land in Maui, from locals who can't afford to repurchase their properties. But anyway, this is pretty spicy as people seem to be coming out now to make wild denials, from all over the place. It's nuts. Let's take a look at it. By the way, this weekend, my company, Coffee Brand Coffee, 15% off all of our organic teas. We have English breakfast, gunpowder green tea, Earl Grey, chamomile, and masala chai. Many people, we stopped selling them for a little while, and people were clamoring like crazy to bring them back. A lot of people think it's the best tea they've ever had. 100% money back guarantee if you don't enjoy it. Promo code TEATIME15. Give our tea a try. It's loose leaf. We also sell tea strainers and tea infusers and things like that. Also, quick reminder, Thanksgiving's coming up, which means Christmas is coming up. They are starting to ship next week. Our awesome Coffee Brand Coffee Advent calendars. They are seriously the best on the market. I challenge you to find a better looking one. Get your pre-order in today at coffeebrandcoffee.com for this is a luxurious Advent calendar that is full of delicious coffee, real cacao cocoa, and some of our sweet treats. It makes the perfect gift for you or someone in your office or someone you love who loves this kind of thing. It's the best out there. I really think you should try it out. Make sure you pre-order yours before we sell out. I only made 3,000 of them. Oprah Winfrey finally explains the, quote, controversial $1 million Kamala Harris fee. I thought it was pretty wild that, Kamala Harris, Oprah's company received two payments of $500,000 each. And we were supposed to believe that this was to overcome some sort of expense, the expense of the show, which just so happened to come to exactly $1 million. What a coincidence. That has to be like 1 in a billion odds. Under fire from critics, including our own hometown Chicago newspaper, Oprah Winfrey is now seeking to explain the $1 million fee paid to her production company for a town hall event supporting Kamala Harris. Before the election, Winfrey's Harpo Productions helped stage a star-studded town hall event for the vice president in Michigan, as a billionaire entertainment mogul enthusiastically endorsed Kamala Harris for the next president of the United States. The Harris campaign footed the bill for organizing the town hall and made a $1 million payment to Winfrey's production company. What a coincidence that it came to exactly $1 million. I mean, wow. When first publicly confronted by TMZ on Monday, Winfrey appeared to give a denial. Not true, she said, when the cameraman asked her about her payment. I was paid nothing ever. That's a lie. She was paid $1 million. Usually I'm reluctant to respond to rumors in general, but these days I realize that if you don't stop a lie, it just gets bigger, she wrote. Winfrey said in her production team billed $1 million fee to Harris campaign to host the event on her behalf. My production company, Harpo, was asked to bring in set designs, lights, cameras, microphones, crew, producers, and every other item necessary, including the benches and chairs we sat on, to put on the live production, she wrote. Okay, maybe that's true. What are the odds that came to exactly $1 million? Winfrey clarified that she personally did not get one dime from the campaign, only her company that she owns 90% of. I did not take any personal fee. However, the people who worked on the production needed to be paid and were, end of story. Well, I mean, Oprah Winfrey says it's the end of story, so it must be the end of the story. What about all the ads that ran? Did Oprah Winfrey's production company get any money from advertisers to offset the cost of hosting that event? One would think they probably did, right? One would probably think that they sold ad space during that. Now, I didn't watch it because Kamala Harris is like listening to nails on a chalkboard, but I assume there were commercials. Maybe there weren't, but I assume there was commercials or sponsors of some sort. So where did that money go? The event featured virtual appearances by Julia Roberts, Meryl Streep, and Jennifer Lopez, and Bryan Cranston, all TDS, probably Diddy Party attendees. Anyway, despite the splashy celebrity-focused event in the swing state of Harris lost Michigan anyway, and the presidential election of Donald Trump. The Chicago Tribune blasted the billionaire from her talk show over her decision to allow her company to accept any payment, suggesting Winfrey should have paid her workers' fees herself. Frankly, $1 million is not much to Winfrey, and so we very much doubt that she was seeking any kind of personal payday from her chosen candidate, the editorial board wrote in the column. But she does own Harpo, and she serves as its chairwoman and CEO. The production fees should have been a campaign donation. Joe Biden and Harris teams have since blamed each other for wasting over $1 billion in donor cash on a disastrous presidential campaign. Other celebrities such as Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion, Eminem, Cardi B, Lady Gaga also made appearances, but there's no evidence they were paid. Okay, well, what about their production companies, right? What about their production companies? Did they get paid? I mean, give me a break. Give me a break with this. Am I supposed to believe that the bill came to exactly $1 million? Oh, by the way, don't forget, this story is running wild. With Kamala Harris' campaign getting caught donating $500,000 to Al Sharpton's nonprofit before softball MSNBC interview. We covered that on this channel, right? I mean, why would she be using campaign funds to make a charitable donation when that charitable donation, by all accounts, has nothing, has no functional benefit to winning her presidency? Oops, other than the interview she had on MSNBC, and now it was revealed this morning by the Washington Free Beacon, the MSNBC president has close ties to Al Sharpton's nonprofit that took $500,000 from Kamala Harris's campaign. MSNBC president Rashida Jones maintains especially close ties with host Al Sharpton and his activist group, raising questions about her silence about donations Sharpton's group received from Kamala Harris's campaign shortly after he interviewed the vice president. What a coincidence. Sharpton awarded Jones the National Action Network's Chairman's Award in 2021 and 2024, an accolade Jones lists in her biography. On September 30th, Jones introduced Sharpton at a National Action Network birthday party for the activists. I'm extremely honored to be here to honor Reverend, said Jones, who ended her remarks with a hug and a kiss on Sharpton's cheek. Jones has close ties with Sharpton and his group, may shed light on why she has yet to address the controversy around Harris's campaign donations to the National Action Network. Harris's campaign, which blew through $1 billion and ended $20 million in debt, made two separate, exactly $250,000 donations to Sharpton's group September 5th, and then again on October 1st. Shortly after receiving the donations, Sharpton aired a video segment on his MSNBC show, Politics Nation, of Harris wishing him a happy 70th birthday. So is that what that payment was for? Sure seems like that's possible, right? Harris, which she used to push campaign talking points. Sharpton did not disclose to viewers that the Harris campaign had just poured $500,000 into his charity. Well, what? Geez, I'm sure he probably just forgot, boys. I'm sure he just forgot that she poured $500,000. He probably gets $250,000 payments all the time, constantly probably pouring in, right? I mean, he probably just didn't even notice. Former Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly called the arrangement irresponsible, unethical, and quite frankly, not allowed. I'm dying from the conflict of interest, said Megyn on her SiriusXM show. It's so egregious, MSNBC is going to have to respond, but MSNBC has not weighed in. The network and its parent companies, NBC Universal and Comcast, have ignored repeated requests for comment. Comcast has its own close ties with Sharpton's group. An executive at the company, former Obama White House official Broderick Johnson, spoke at the National Action Network events in 2022. Comcast also enlisted Sharpton in 2010 to lobby on behalf of its bid to buy NBC Universal. I mean, this is, in my opinion, a bribe. Then you see media starting to turn on celebrities. This October, as people speculated endlessly about Taylor and Bay, I started having a sinking feeling. Now I realize why. One of my favorite pieces of memorabilia from 2004 election was a compilation CD put out by Barsook Records, an indie label. Shout out Barsook, David Bazan's on there, based in Seattle, in which was called Future Soundtrack of America. It contained a hodgepodge of covers, all versions and unreleased tracks from a variety of artists, Jimmy Eat World, Blink-182, Laura Cantrell, Death Cab for Cutie, and other people. I should probably check that out. It sounds pretty good. But anyway, that's how I felt about September, waiting for Taylor Swift Instagram endorsement as we waited for Beyonce was in and possibly performing at the Democratic National Convention, as Bruce Springsteen, our icon of American essence, showed up for Kamala Harris. All these insanely famous people, one of them literally referred to as a queen, appeared during an elaborate and expensive Harris events. I kept wondering why. Well, it didn't work. As a celebrity showed up more and more, I got a sinking feeling. This is sending the wrong message. It's sending any message at all. So as the postmortems are rolling out, as much producing these celebrity star-studded events cost, I must beg future Democratic candidates in 2028, please do not have a celebrity pillar of your campaign strategy. It's expensive, ineffective, and hollow. Sure, do SNL podcast interviews. Show us who you are. But leave Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter or Chappell Roan or whatever next star is taking over our Spotify fees out of it. Their star power will only cast a shadow over your campaign. Well, yeah, especially when you have to pay them. So you have Cardi B coming out, by the way. Now, Cardi B revealing how much Kamala Harris paid her to campaign in Wisconsin. She responded to Candace Owens' question saying that she was paid nothing. Cardi B swore on her 3 children that she did not receive money for her celebrity appearance. I did not get paid $1, and that's on my 3, she wrote on social media. In response to a question from conservative show host Candace Owens, it actually came out of pocket for glam and travel because it's somewhere I wanted to be, she said. Addressing Owens, Cardi B added, like, please, girl, you know damn well I'll argue you down about politics for free. Cardi B is actually a moron, or at least she plays one on TV. Why are all these celebrities coming out? Other people who are allegedly paid, Katy Perry, Eminem, Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, Lady Gaga. Right now, only Cardi B has come out to deny getting paid. I do think it's pretty hilarious that all these people seem awfully nervous about being disclosed that they paid money. I bet you that Cardi B, in my opinion, was probably paid money, but in an indirect way. That's just my opinion. I can't wait to see the last month of campaign finances get released, which should be happening soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.